Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here or your 100th time and you have not clicked that subscribe button yet, then please go ahead and do so. Click the all so you'll be notified of all my future uploads, and let's go ahead and let's get into today's video. I am so excited for today's video. This is such an exciting one. I had bought this with the intention of I was going to do a review and tell a story. But I was like, I don't think anybody's really going to be that interested in it. And so when I was doing my monthly shop my stash, or no, monthly haul, sorry, my monthly haul, everything that I had bought for the month, I presented the BRATZ palette and stated that my sister actually had a BRATZ doll named after her that they did in fact sell in stores. And this BRATZ doll was also featured in some episodes or movies, I guess, I don't know. And they sold them in store. So I was like, hey, does anybody want to hear that story? And I actually had a good amount of people say yes, that they wanted to hear the story of how my little sister got a BRATZ doll named after her. If you guys are excited to hear that story as well as my review on this palette, then definitely keep on watching. So first off, this is what the inside looks like. It's very, very color story wise, kind of all over the place. You've got some greens, we've got some purples, and then you've got a ton of neutrals. So I'm going to do a couple swatches here so we can kind of get a feel for what this palette is going to be like. So far, based on just of course my nose always itches when I film, swatches alone. Okay, shimmers look nice. And the mattes didn't perform terribly either. So that's a good thing. I'm not really for sure what I want to... I'm not really for sure what I want to do yet. I do know I want to set the lid right here with this shade. It's called Composition. And just set the whole entire lid. It comes with a really nice size mirror on here. It's an odd shaped mirror, but comes with a mirror nonetheless. I think that came out nice, it sat, definitely sat the lids. I don't really feel a whole lot of tack still. And so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take just a few minutes just to kind of figure out what I want to do with this palette, since there are so many different directions we could go, and then I will be right back. So I think I want to try something maybe a little bit more neutral. I don't really feel the greens in this. It could turn out a little bit pink maybe. I don't know which direction I'm necessarily headed in. I just know I'm headed in a direction. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I will, I don't know, let you know. I will tell you what colors I'm going to be using. So first I'm going to dip into this shade right here called Zen. And then I'm going to start telling you guys the story of how my little sister did in fact get a BRATZ doll named after her. Alright, so me and my sisters growing up did in fact have kind of a little bit of odd names. You're not going to find our names, and you definitely couldn't then find our names on keychains, the little license plates, whatever else that they sold at the time. You would go on vacation and you would try to find something, that had your name on it. Me and my sisters definitely did not have anything with our names on it. Okay, this shade Zen is turning out very pink. I kind of had a feeling based on the swatches that things were going to go a little bit pink, but that's fine. My sisters and I also have a pretty considerable, I would say, age gap between us. It's probably not the most age gap that's ever existed, obviously, but my older sister Destiny is about 6 to 7 years older than me. I think she's 6.5, closer to 7 years older than me. And then my little sister Sheridan is 4 years younger than me. So she would be 10 to 11 years younger than Destiny. So growing up, Destiny and I played with Barbies. Barbies were a big deal, and I feel Barbies are still a pretty big deal. You can still get them at Walmart and all kinds of stuff. So Destiny and I were really huge into the Barbie thing. But by the time Sheridan got old enough where she could play with dolls, or not really where she could play with them, but was really more interested in them, I was like 10 or 11, and at this time Destiny was like 16 or 17, like kind of phasing out of like the whole Barbie thing, right? Like we're kind of phasing out of like the whole playing of the dolls kind of a thing. And so Bratz dolls had now come out, and Sheridan was like so in love with Bratz dolls. She would ask for Bratz dolls for like her birthday, for Christmas. We would get allowance as kids, and so she would like, you know, go and try to like save up to like buy like another Bratz doll. She had like a Bratz carrying case. She had like clothes galore, shoes galore, just like basically anything Bratz she had. And I remember like the 4 original, which is what like Makeup Revolution came out with, was like the 4 original Bratz dolls. And then one day my little sister had like her friend over, and she was like in, I want to say like 2nd grade, maybe 1st grade, but it was like 1st or 2nd grade. And her friend had come over, and they were just like talking about what, I don't know. All right, so next I'm gonna go into the shade right here called Change the World. Yes, Change the World. I'm just gonna bring that lower into the crease. I didn't realize how pink Zen was going to come off, and now I'm like, let's just go pink, I guess. They were just like sitting there like playing Barbies, and they were just like talking about just like Bratz like in general. Is this making a difference? I guess it is. Doesn't really look like it in person, but I guess it is. Okay, so they were just like talking and playing with Bratz dolls, and my little sister was like, wouldn't it be like so cool if we could get a Bratz doll named after us? And her friend was like, yeah, that's awesome. And so my little sister was like, let's write them a letter. And they were like, yeah. So my little sister got out her little notebook that was purple. There was like a lilac purple kind of a with paper, and then like there were butterflies like in like the upper corner and like towards the bottom of the paper, and like the lines were kind of like a magenta pink kind of shade, kind of like what my eyeshadow was kind of turning out like, kind of like that. And so she got out like her like special paper. Okay, so yeah, so you know this was like a big deal when she gets out like her special paper. So anyways, she gets out like her special little paper, and she starts writing a letter about how she would like a Bratz doll named after her and what she looked like. And so she just like talked about like, my name is Sheridan. It'd be really cool to have a Bratz named Sheridan. It would be really cool if she had like blonde hair, blue eyes, just like me, like, and wrote like this whole letter. And then she like gave it to my mom to like make sure that like she like spelled things correctly, because I mean she's in like second grade, right? So just wanted to make sure everything was spelled right. And I'm not gonna lie, here I was at like, I don't know, 11, 12, 10, something like that. And I was like, nobody's ever gonna read your message, Sheridan. Like, they're never ever gonna read this. Well, okay, last matte shade I'm gonna go into is this one right here called I Rule. It's like a very mauve-y kind of color. Lo and behold, she wrote the letter. My mom proofread it. And then my mom was like, I'll get the address to send this in. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually don't know how my mom got the address to send it. I don't know if she got it like off the back of like a Bratz doll box or like the internet. Did we even have the internet? I mean, we had the internet growing up, but like, did we have it yet? I don't know, maybe. So like, you know, whatever. And she sent it. And it had been like months and months, and my sister just like didn't hear back. And so we had just kind of like come to the conclusion that like, in fact, she was not going to get a Bratz doll named after her. Well, insert my foot in my mouth. They did indeed write her back and state that they would make her a Sheridan doll. And they did. They made a Sheridan a Sheridan BRATZ doll, and sent her, I want to say it was 2, but it could have been like 2 or 3, where she got to like keep one to like play with, and then the other that she could like keep as like a keepsake, like in a box, right? They made a BRATZ doll for her. They actually sent her this like BRATZ doll in her name, and then like of course sold it like in stores and stuff. I don't know. I literally thought it was just like the coolest thing ever for like my little sister to have her like dream come true of like having like her very own BRATZ doll. I don't know. It's fantastic. Okay. I mean, even though I don't have the glitter glue, it's fine. It's going fine. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, so Sheridan apparently was sold in stores. I've heard a lot of people say that they actually had her as like one of their brats. So that's really neat. And then I guess she had starred in like some of the video games. I didn't know they came out with video games. So they had like, yeah, so they had come out with like video games that she had starred in. And some of the movies or TV shows. I'm not sure if there was a movie or a TV show or both. I honestly don't remember. But yeah, so I thought that was like literally like the most like coolest thing ever to like have a company like have her dreams come true. But now I'm a little bit older, I was like, they made this BRATZ doll and like profited off of her, and Sheridan got none of the profit. She just got a couple free BRATZ dolls. But anyways, that was good enough for her, and like so, and like, you know, in all fairness, that's good enough for me as well. Okay, so here's the eye look completed for right now. I'm gonna go off camera, do the rest of my face, and then we will come back and I will give you guys my final thoughts on this palette. All right, so I am back. The rest of my makeup is done. The foundation that I used today is the KVD Apple Balm foundation. This video will be coming, so if you are not yet subscribed, then go ahead, do so, and turn on the little bell so you can be notified when this video is posted and what I think. But let's just first talk about the eyeshadows. I mean, isn't this look beautiful? Okay, listen. Makeup Revolution is really like hit or miss for me in terms of like formula, brand, things like that. I will say this look came out a little bit more different than I had anticipated. I had went in with this Zen shade right here, which kind of looks like a cool tone brown. Like on camera it looks kind of like a little bit more maroon, but like in person this looks more like a very like cool toned brown, but it came off very, very pink. So then I just decided to go in with these pink shades, and they all were very pigmented. Oh my gosh, my face is itchy. They came off very pigmented. The shimmers were very nice. They're very nice and wet looking. I was super, super impressed. There's a couple other shades that like I did not get to try, which there's only 4 more matte shades. So these are the 4 matte shades that we did not get to use. 2 of them are very, very light, and these 2 are very nice and pigmented. So I'm kind of anxious to see how well those work out together. And then we have like a bunch of shimmers. We have 3 very like neutral shimmers that are quite large down here in the bottom, and then some more colorful ones up here. Overall, I think this was a cute palette. I feel like I like this more just because like the BRATZ kind of have like a special meaning to our family, and so you know, but I will say this is probably one of like the better Revolution palettes that I have tried. just because if you remember some of the other Revolution palettes that I have tried, I will link those videos down below. They were not that great. I was not as excited with it, but I am really, really happy and really, really impressed with this eyeshadow palette. So I would say, yeah, definitely go and check this one out. I can't speak for any of the other ones. I have not tried those. If you guys think that I should definitely check more of these out, let me know and I can do more videos just to see if they're as equal of quality to this one. So let me know if you guys want to see those down below. If not, then I'm perfectly happy with the one that I picked up. I'm really happy with the way the look turned. Let me know what you guys think down below, as well as let me know if you guys have picked these up, what you guys think of the formula. Let me know if you guys got that Sheridan doll, that Sheridan BRATZ doll when you were little. And also let me know what you guys thought of story time. I am so excited I got to do that story. And I really hope that you guys did enjoy that. So if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Please make sure if you guys are not subscribed that you do go ahead, hit that subscribe button, click the little bell so you're notified of all my future uploads, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.